attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. There he goes. The 40. The 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Wow, we knew coming into this one this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Driving forward, it's Walton. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Flanagan. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Phillips. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion on the out route. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Now here's Carr. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. Throwing right. It's caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy could win on that play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out wide left, it's Humphries. Inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And the one thing the D coordinator really harped on this week was tackling the catch. They knew this guy was going to get his touches, but they had to get him down and limit the yards after catch. They're not getting it done there. They've got to do a better job in the back end of getting tackles.
still, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is not ideal. First and goal, obviously, to take a big sack. But when you're in this area and you create a little bit more space, now I have more opportunity to throw the football, spread you out, maybe even quarterback run game too. It gives me a little bit more space to maybe do some damage on these next couple plays.
Second down, gonna throw it. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Williams. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Notre Dame right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going Gurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throwing, Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play fake, Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that one is... the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Handoff again. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Takes the handoff. It's Bowens. Turning it on. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sees an alley. Maybe a crease. Past the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. Knocked down immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Play action, C.J. Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's Carr to throw. Look out! Looking for room at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Punt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Takes a handoff. It's Bowens. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Carr throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Handoff, Frazier running left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The quick out. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh center downs going to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Second and long here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's got him this time. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Turns it upfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And he put the brakes on it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Goes high to pull it in. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The give is to Williams. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's Carr to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Drops back. It's Carr. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Carr. Right side, it's Graham. Caught, and he's got room. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Danzy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Carr. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Carr to throw for it on fourth. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A pick 6! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the return, it's Walton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Carr from the gun on third down. Left side is Williams. Breaks into the open. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Carr. Rushes on. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way.
And he throws another interception. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the counter play. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
All right, they've showed this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Did a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass. Make the QB take off and then get a stick on him. Play physical. Got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Follows his blocks. It's Phillips. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we in this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Hauls it in down the sideline. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking long. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Throwing, Carr. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Smashes ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's a give to Frazier. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Defense looks like they're coming. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference. Football.
He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Stop right there.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
3rd and long right here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Quick completion on the out, and they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Caught. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds his man. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Second and long here. Carr. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
Might have a chance. Running inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. This time he's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sets his feet, it's Carr. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Throwing, Carr. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.